Hey, Leopard Bulldogs, it's Mrs. Dehart. I am fortunate enough to be surrounded with our office staff today. We have Mr. Harpering here, we have Mrs. O'Connor, we have Mrs. Porter. Our principal, Mr. Harpering, is here with some pizzazz, obviously. Mr. Harpering, I don't know if anybody knows this, but he was a classroom teacher before he was a principal, and fun fact, he has experience at all three Shelbyville Central Schools, elementary schools. Mr. Harpering, how long did you teach before you were a principal?
I taught for 9 years before I was before I was an administrator. Well, I guess not 9, 7 years at Shelbyville Central, and then I spent a few years in Rushville. So I've been in education for 10 years now. So I'm not very good at math.
He's old.
But I taught 5th grade.
Oh.
I taught 5th grade at Hendricks for, I guess it would be 7 years. And then I was the assistant principal at Colston for a year and a half. And then you got me here.
Now he's a Loper Bulldog. Mrs. O'Connor was also a classroom teacher. Mrs. O'Connor, how long were you a teacher?
I taught 11 years.
Ooh, 11 years.
I know.
Wow, wait.
Yes, I taught kindergarten, 1st grade, and 2nd grade in the classroom. And then I was also an instructional coach.
Wow, I didn't even know these things about you guys. This is so cool. Mrs. Porter is our fantastic, mindful social worker, and she is amazing. I cannot say enough good things about Mrs. Porter. Mrs. Porter, how long have you been a social worker?
So I graduated with my master's of social work in 13. So I've been an actual social worker for about 7 years. And then I've been at Loper since August of 17. And before that, I did some therapy, school-based therapy. So I met with kids at school and just did some psychotherapy with them. So yeah.
Pretty cool. Mrs. Porter is also involved in a couple of clubs and organizations at Loper. What are those, Mrs. Porter?
I help with student council. I'm a student council sponsor, which I love. I miss my student council kids. And I coached basketball this year for the first time. So that was exciting. And we won. And they won. Woo! But yeah, those are the two main things that I've been really involved in.
Well, that is awesome. Today, we are going to play a game called What Do You Remember? We had a very eventful year at Loper. Even though we ended on a different note than normal, we still did a lot of things at Loper that are worth talking about. So these three are going to write their answers on a board and show me what their answers are. We aren't going to judge them on their answers. We are just going to try to answer with them and see what they come up with. Okay, the first question is, Loper loves themes. We really love ourselves a theme. So this year, around Halloween, our office staff all dressed in a great theme. This was a famous group. And what was this group that they dressed up as? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah.
We all spelled it differently.
I love it. Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Is it 2Ds?
It's either 2 A's or 2 D's.
It is something, but I don't know. And on my paper, you can see that I marked it out because I got nervous, but you guys can't see my paper.
Is mine backwards?
Nope, you're good.
It's backward.
No, it's not. Everybody's good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's perfect. They were dressed up as the Addams Family. It was the best. Like all day, I couldn't even take them seriously. They looked amazing. They pulled it off. When I walked into school that day, I didn't know what to think, but that was awesome. Okay, number 2. In December, Loper hosts a pretty fantastic event where all the students come to the cafeteria and make crafts and gifts for families and friends. What is this event called? This year was pretty wild too. Yeah. We have a lot of memories at Loper. Santa's Workshop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're very
Pretty cool
thankful
event.
for-
That was the first time I'd been involved in it, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, it was busy. We were busy bees. Mrs. Page and Mrs. Keiss really knocked it out of the park.
Awesome.
Number 3, at the beginning of March, Loper's 4th graders went on a field trip and met a pretty significant figure. Who was that? This person even read to them, which was really neat. Yes, Governor Holcomb. Woohoo! He's pretty significant in our lives right now, too. We see him every day. Okay, number 4. In January, you kind of just talked about this. One of Loper's girls' basketball teams finished first in their league tournament. Who was their coach? Oh, bonus points if you know the color of the team. So we have orange, blue, or white. Yes. Yeah. Mrs. Porter was the coach of their team. It was her first year, like she said, and they were the champs. And side note, shout out to Loper Orange for being the runner-up. Number 5, after a fundraiser at Loper, this was fun. Students were rewarded with prizes, but also got to attack Mr. Harpering with what? It was at a convocation, and
Totally
he was
ruined my Christmas
mauled.
sweater. Totally ruined my Christmas sweater. Just saying.
I remember this.
That was fun. Silly string. They went wild
Yeah.
too.
You weren't the one getting silly string. That's why it was fun.
No.
Awesome.
No. All right. Number 6, in September, Loper had some quick runners. What place did the girls and boys cross country teams place at the city meet? Take a wild guess. What do you expect from Loper? Nailed it. They got first. Whoop, whoop. All right. Number 7. In late August, we had a very swanky visitor in the gym that all the students adore and gain a great message from. Who was that visitor? He's pretty swanky. Give it your best shot. Mr. Bill, Retro Bill, Retro Bill. Yes. Any way you look at it, he'll take it. The answer is Retro Bill, but we will take Mr. Bill or Retro Bill. I love it. Okay, this one might be kind of tricky, but maybe not for the people who are there to remember this. In September, the Loper staff and families had to be great multitaskers. One evening that you could enjoy grandparents' night, the book fair, and one more thing that you were able to do that night from 3 to 5. What could you also do that night? Grandparents' night, the book fair, and you could also do something else.
I remember this very, very well.
You could eat cookies, that's good. But Mr. Harpering, okay, you could go to the Golden Bear Preschool shuttle bus ride, mom pickup. Yeah, from 3 to 5.
That was fun, let me tell you.
And you know, that was in September, and you had like a month in of being a principal, so you were just feeling real adventurous. You must have been like, let's just do it all tonight.
Yeah. Well, that was my first mom pickup, so I thought, I'll have quite a bit of help, and I'll be able to knock this out. And about 3 shirts later from sweating through them, and
a little sweaty.
Yeah. So, all right, I had fun.
All right. Okay.
Anything for Loper.
This this one's pretty good. When we got back from winter break, there was something different in the school, and we all wondered if we were hearing things. what was different at Loper? And we were even trying to all relate it to something like a show we had watched. We thought we were hearing things. It was very, very different.
System. Missing a word.
Announcement system. Saved by the Bell. Yeah. And we were all going around singing when you wake up in the morning and remember. Yeah, that bell is different, very different.
Yeah, I think some people actually called me Mr. Belting for a few weeks.
Yeah. Okay, this is a two-parter. I prefer to call it the curly slide, just so you know, and it might be called a spiral slide, but I call it the curly slide. I always have. On our playground, where a lot of kids spend a lot of their time and make some good memories, there is a curly slide. What color is that? And then when you drive into Loper, it spells out L-O-P-E-R for Loper. What color are those letters? So the curly slide is what color? And then the letters are what color? Slide orange, letters blue. Nailed it. Those are our school colors. We're really proud of our school. You guys are the best. Thank you for playing that game. You know Loper pretty well. We did make a lot of memories this year. It was a different year, but it was still a great year. I think that we all learned a lot, but we all still made the best of this year. I always end these episodes with send-offs, so I would love for you to say whatever you want to say right now. Mr. Harpring, we'll start with you.
Hey, Loper Bulldogs. You've heard me say it a million times now in a lot of videos, but we just miss everybody so much. Staff, students, just everybody. It's really lonely here without everybody here, and we just miss everybody. And great job on your e-learning. We're super proud of everybody, super proud of our kiddos, super proud of our parents for hanging in there and doing everything that they can to make sure their kiddos are getting that e-learning done. We have the best parents here in Shelbyville, and we're just lucky to have the best students too. So, but keep up the great work. We're certainly proud of you guys, and do your best, be your best, kiddos.
Awesome. Mrs. O'Connor, what would you like to say?
Miss you so much, Bulldogs. Can't wait to see you. You guys are really doing a good job on that e-learning. I know it's hard to do your schoolwork at home, but you guys are really doing a good job. Thank you, parents, for all that you do. I know it's not easy. Teaching your own kids is not the easiest thing in the world. I know as a parent and a teacher. So we really appreciate all that you do, and we can't wait to see everybody back when we are allowed.
Love it. Mrs. Porter, what would you like to say?
Well, I mean, I think they've said it all. We miss everybody. We hope to see everybody soon. One thing I miss on Friday, see, I don't even remember what day we did it, is announcing the bucket fillers. I miss that. And so one thing I want to challenge, all the students to do is to keep being a bucket filler no matter where you're at, even if you're not at school. So we miss you, send you lots of hugs, and shout out to all the supports for the families. Yeah.
Love that. I miss filling out those blue slips. That was fun. Those bucket fillers made my day.
I miss morning announcements.
Oh, yeah.
I miss morning announcements.
Me too.
I don't.
Probably my favorite part.
I love that good morning. Man, there's nothing like it. When I wake up in the morning, I like to picture that good morning and that mindful minute. I mean, those videos are wonderful, but there's nothing like the real thing. So it'll be nice to get back in the groove one day. Okay, Loper Bulldogs, we'll see you next time. Remember, you are kind, you are smart, you are important. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.